G'day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Dragon Ball Seekers Super Battle Road stage and basically how you can beat it with a relatively accessible team. Now this is the Ginyu Force team and it's led by the AGL Captain Ginyu, obviously a Planet Namek Saga and a Terrifying Conquerors lead, who also features 30% for Space Traveling Warriors. Now the AGL Captain Ginyu is pretty good, but he won't be able to stand up to the attacks of the opposition here. In fact, most of our team will not be able to. That's because the opposition hits pretty hard, so we're going to have to rely on using some items. Those items are a Whis, a Nurse Chi-Chi, a Ghost Usher, and pretty much just some very basic items. Now in terms of team, we've gone with a free-to-play team under the AGL Captain Ginyu lead. So first we are using the Tech Captain Ginyu. This is the Battlefield Captain Ginyu that is accessible obviously from Battlefield, but you get the first copy by completing the full Ginyu Force free-to-play team. A pretty usable and accessible unit that is a great support for the Ginyu Force category, as well as also just being a very good unit in general. Alongside that as well, we also feature the pretty interesting physical Captain Ginyu, who was one of the first LRs to get an EZA. Again, another great support type unit that's really helpful in terms of being able to boost the Ginyu Force category. He's actually an all types lead, which makes him pretty good, but he does benefit from having Ginyu Force characters on the team. Now aside from that, we also do have some actual free-to-play Ginyu Force members on the team. The first one being the Strength Chase. Now Strength Chase does a lot. Firstly, he's a bit of a support type character, both off of his super attack and his passive, but he also has a really good kind of basic ability, like in terms of his ability to foresee super attacks. Now foreseeing super attacks is a very powerful ability, and it's something that's really useful for most players to be able to use. It's something that's incredibly helpful and really good just in general. Now for me, I think personally speaking, it's a really simple kind of situation whereby the team functions really well on a basic level, but could be improved with a couple of sum level units. We're looking at Strength Recruitment Gildo being a great choice. We're looking at a lot of units being really solid choices across the board. The Int Jason Berta are also a fantastic choice, and in general the team can use some really good kind of upgrades when it comes to these summonable units. With that being said, it's pretty much a straightforward, pretty good system when it comes down to the simple fact that the team functions really well. We have the Int Captain Ginyu as well, a great free-to-play unit who has damage reduction when facing 2 or more enemies, which is really going to help him out basically in terms of his overall performance. I think for me it's a really solid level of performance when we consider the kit that he has. He can seal units, he has damage reduction, he just has a very good base level kit. I think a lot of players are going to be able to utilize to the best of their ability in the Super Battle Road situation. Now, aside from that, we are basically pretty much good to go. I think there's nothing else realistically that you need to kind of factor in here. We are using the AGL Super Strike Vegeta, who's a great unit that has a really good foundational level of performance that I think a lot of players are going to be able to enjoy. And I think overall he's just a very exciting unit that I think for me has an incredibly good foundation that most players should be able to really use. Great unit damage wise, good defense after super, so yeah, pretty good stuff. Now because we can't take a hit, we are going to be relying on the Ghost Ushers and the Nurse Chi-Chis. The Ghost Ushers are more just allowing us to do some significant damage to the opposition, more so than anything else, and just allowing us to be really on top of most things when it comes to the like SBR, because the enemies here do a lot of damage. So it's kind of important that we basically control and eliminate the target characters that give us the most problems. This is just pretty much the standard kind of array that we're going to be using for most SBR, especially if you're going to be using, you know, generic kind of base level performances. So yeah, other than that, that's basically it. In terms of obviously free-to-play accessibility, a pretty decent stage. If you don't have Captain Ginyu, you can use the int LR GT trio, who are also a pretty good option overall for most players. I think most players should have a pretty decent time trying to utilize the int LR trio, as generally speaking it's a pretty good kind of team to obviously just kind of run in general and just facilitate the category. There's lots of GT based units, there's lots of GT heroes based units, space traveling warriors based units, so there's plenty of great options for you to choose from. You just basically have to decide which ones you kind of want to roll with, and then you should be good to go. With that being said, that is basically going to be it from me. Honestly speaking, this Super Battle Road stage wasn't too bad, but again, the Ginyu Force are an exceptional category for most Super Battle Road stages and content, especially since they provide so much utility. You also have alternative options like the Tank Gildo, who's a great unit from a sealing and stunning perspective, as well as attack down and defense down, so he's a really good option there. But that's basically going to be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, as always, take care, stay safe, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and good luck. Bye.